Okay, so in this article, it's all about how Tesla exceeded expectations in the first quarter of 2021. Some estimates assumed that Tesla would sell around 160 to 170 vehicles, and they blew the water out with by selling 184,000 vehicles, which is a really big number. It even beat some very bullish numbers. Um, so overall, this is a really good, strong indicator that the future is definitely heading towards electric vehicles. We didn't know that for sure. I mean, we knew that for sure, but we just didn't know when. And as we can see from Tesla's numbers, it's rapidly picking up. I expect us to see everyone with Tesla within like the next 10 years, basically, or some form of electric vehicle. I myself, my car is getting old. It's about 14 years old at this moment, and I am considering getting a Tesla next year. I'm also excited how Tesla's numbers um, could prove good for their other vehicles. I know that their semi-truck vehicles that are being produced in the new Gigafactory in Nevada. I'm pretty sure that's coming up, and they're starting production for 5 of those vehicles a week, which I am extremely excited to see that pan out. And I wish Tesla the best.
Yes, I also think that they met all their expectations. They are giving good targets and they're meeting those targets as planned. And also with the new Giga Shanghai um, uh, Gigafactory production line has increased drastically. And I guess they're also outsourcing, which is good for like bringing in more sales for Tesla, and also it's creating more and more demand for Tesla, I guess, throughout the country and outside of the country. So the technology is there, and they're proving their technology pretty well. And I think the more they sell and the more their production increases, the better efficiency they gain. Due to those efficiencies, the price may even reduce further down, as per Tesla's goal to create the $25,000 car, which will be a great, which will allow a lot of younger crowds to purchase that car at that rate, and a lot of college students would be able to buy those cars at that price. And it's going to create more and more sustainability for the EV cars. And also, they're creating a great example for other EV industries to look into and meet the country's goal of being more electrical cars on the road and be more sustainable.
Yeah, they definitely have shown some great growth. Their numbers, first quarter 2021, they were the year-over-year sales more than 100% higher than the first quarter of 2020, which and it was 3 times higher than the first quarter of 2019. And first quarter 2019 was 3 times higher in 2018. So they're showing a huge increase year over year, which shows great growth. And with volume, they can hopefully spread out into different lines, like the Tesla Cybertruck can maybe take on some of the construction market. Maybe that's the small car, the small car of the future. And my daily driver is a Honda Fit. That it's great for me so far, but something in that a competitor to that type of car in an electric vehicle would be great to help sell even more cars, and so that the factory in China has a capability of 550,000 cars a year. It shows expandability is coming with Tesla. They have the capability to make more vehicles. I do have some concerns about raw material availability. Like, are there enough minerals to be mined to make all these batteries, as well as the domestic infrastructure? Like, can the power grid handle dozens of people pulling into their garage after work, plugging in their electric car to 50 amp outlet and charging their car right away? That remains to be seen. There's not necessarily that these hurdles are insurmountable. There's going to be more of a demand for infrastructure upgrades as the electric cars start taking over, as well as a push if the materials aren't necessarily there easily. There'll be a big push to recycle batteries from electric vehicles that have reached their end of lifespan. So it could be a benefit in a lot more ways than one. You may even see, Tesla doesn't seem to be changing like their Model S very often. They might find a way to kind of like restore used Model S that it may have a couple of 300,000-400,000 miles on it. Replace the battery, replace the motors, replace the suspension, replace the interior, and they may be able to retrofit the older models with newer technology on a lower cost basis and lower environmental cost basis, like less pollution per vehicle if they don't have to stamp new bodies, weld together new bodies, melt new steel to make a new car. So it's going to be interesting to see what they do over the next few years. Hopefully they can keep up with their growth, and more electric vehicles will be available for everyone.